A lot of places Venatori could be hiding out.
Looking to inflict some pain? I have what you need. Come back anytime.
Rock, good to see you. We offer this form to the sky, the sea, and the earth. Thanks, Rook, for coming. I don't think I could have done this alone.
We're a team. We stick together, no matter what.
Still, I appreciate it. Anyways, we need to light 3 more braziers. Each one represents an aspect of the self. It's been this way for centuries. It's part of who the Dalish are. Maybe the archive could have told me why before I freed it, but it's what I know and what I want.
I know it's hard, but you can do this.
I already buried him once. At least this time, it's for real. Let's head to the first brazier. Okay, the first brazier should be ahead somewhere.
How far?
However far it needs to be, I guess. I wonder what we lost by freeing the archive, I mean.
Besides an opportunity to be called witless fool a dozen times a day?
Definitely not gonna miss that.
Belara,
Hey, Marilyn.
look, if you need to talk, let me know. I don't want our history to make things awkward, and I'm still your friend, you know? Anyways, time to light the first brazier.
Third, we give to the sky, to share your story with the sun and moon. Feels a little weird saying that one with everything we know now. It's not the ancient elves' fault that Elgurnon is, well, what he is. Did I make the right choice? Freeing the archive? Losing that piece of who we were?
Not every question has a good answer, but who you are is just as important as who you were.
Syrian didn't want our people to be defined by our struggle. He wanted to go back to who we were before. He said that's when we were ourselves all the way through. But that struggle, it happened. It changed us into who we are now. Just wish it were easier to know. Okay. Next brazier.
It's unusual to see all these obstacles in the way of a funeral. Death's hard to deal with, though, no matter where you come from.
Each obstacle's supposed to represent grief and moving past it, literally. But Yeah, it's a little weird. Probably. Syrian would have laughed at it. Okay, Nev, what are you doing here?
What? You know I show up for you, Belle. They'd only let one of us come, though. The rest send their regards, especially Emmerich.
I'm just... Wow. Thank you, Nev. And everyone else.
Hey, as long as I'm around, you've got family. All right, go on and light the brazier.
A third we give to the sea, to share your story with the heart of the world. We always talked about visiting other lands. Syrian and me, I mean. Maybe the Evanurus did just that. Conquered other people. Shattered them like they did the Doors. What would the world look like if they'd left it alone?
The past isn't just one thing. It's all the little choices and events that add up.
Who knows what choices we would have made? If they would have been better or worse. But I keep thinking the Elven were the first people the Evanurus enslaved. They broke us and kept us broken. We survived in spite of them, not because of them. But it's still hard, knowing what I know. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, one more brazier to go. I'd always get the words wrong. In the rituals, I mean. Syrian would laugh at me. Well, not in a mean way, and he'd help me. It meant a lot.
So why are there people waiting after the obstacles?
It's a reminder that on the other side of even the hardest days, people are there for you. I like it. It's literal in a really reassuring way.
Yeah, that's a nice thought. I thought Dalish clans planted trees for their funerals.
This is what we've always done, that I remember, anyway. Well...
Balara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
Thanks, Strife. I'm glad you're here.
He was one of us, even if he never officially joined.
He died protecting Arlathan. even knowing the cost.
Saving the world. Seems like it might run in the family. Time to light the last brazier.
And a third returns to the soil, to blossom once again into life. And that's it. A Dalish funeral, or one version, at least. It hasn't changed much in centuries, from and to the earth.
I think Syrian would have appreciated it. There's a good reason it stayed constant for so long. Rituals help.
You know, I thought I'd be sadder, but I'm okay, mostly. It hurts, but a little bit less every day. Freeing the archive, was it the right choice? Does it mean Syrian died for nothing?
Well, you sent Anaris back to whatever nightmare he came from. That's not nothing.
That's a really good point. He wanted to reclaim our past, find the truth of who we were. He never got that, never found out what he wanted. But he did the right thing. And I got to say goodbye. That's worth something, right? Now I have to live my life. For him, for me, and for our people.
They aren't your problem to solve. You need to live for yourself.
That's true. There's still lots to do. To change. Not to mention, you know, rampaging evil gods. We'll figure out who we were, who we are, and we'll do it the right way. It's time we let the ghosts of the past rest. I hope you've found peace, and that we'll meet again. Goodbye, Syrian. I love you.
Rook. A picnic, huh? Not how I pictured hanging out with a monster hunter.
Evka and Antoine's doing. They told me after all the Wardens have been through, and what's ahead, I should take a break.
I'm surprised you actually listened.
You know how sad Antoine can look?
So what did you pack for the picnic?
Emmerich helped me brew a ginger wort truffle tea. I thought we'd see what all the fuss is about.
An adventure in a teapot.
More like a rediscovery. Apparently it's an old recipe.
Well then, to your health.
Cheers. That's not bad.
It's, gingery, but also garlic, hints of mushroom, and, something else. Oh, well, I've never eaten a worm, but yeah, it is a little earthy. Wait, what? There, Davarin.
What?
Hassan just talked to me.
Huh? What did he say?
No, not that. What you said before.
Emmerich said Ginger Ward might have some kind of magical properties.
More than mine.
Maybe it affects some people more than others. You all right, Rook?
Worms to you too, Hassan.
Worms?
Yeah, you wouldn't get it. It's between me and Hassan.
You want to dig some up for him? Be my guest.
I'll skip that. Thanks for getting me out of the lighthouse, Davarin. And with good company.
We've got the best gear for your beast fights. Kick some ass!
Hey. So, Tarsh prized the enormous ruby out of the statue's eye socket. Except then it wakes up, and now it's real pissed that it's missing an eye.
Oh, my.
What kind of statue was this?
Big snake.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's a giant snake. What would have been better than that?
Dragon.
Maybe. I seen dragons, though. Never a giant snake.
And now we've got a giant, angry, one-eyed snake statue trying to swallow Tarsh whole.
Wait, how does that work? Where would they go? Did it have a stomach?
Wait for it.
Best part is, while Tash is pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties, I was so proud.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it, sorry.
What are you doing?
Pulling a barb.
Oh. Okay.
a barv?
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune, from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So, when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a Barv. Oh, there we go.
That's a nice rule. We could try it on our team.
At least you'd get a workout.
Ouch.
I didn't expect the Lords to care about the stuff. Me being non-binary.
Kirkwall taught me about family. If it matters to you, it matters to me. I mean, to the, Lords.
Oh. Thanks.
Anyway, where was I? So, there Tash is, thigh-deep in a snake's maw and still holding the giant ruby in one hand. I yell that we'll get them out of there, and Tash just yells back, "Get up its ass! I'll meet you in the middle!"
Okay, the stomach I get, but did it really have
Hey, who ate the last breaded cheese wand?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I thought, well, I don't know what.
It's fine.
No, they're your favorite.
Lara, I know you're sorry, but you did mess up.
I know.
And what do we do when we mess up?
Yes, you're right. I'm pulling a barv. 1, 2, 3.
Heart's in the right place. Form's a little sloppy, though.
Bend your knees.
Should you need me, I'm ready to...
Our scrying has revealed more
Prepare well.
We've traced several disappearances to an unusual possession.
It seeks fear. Cut it down. How go your inquiries?
I'm giving it back. The arrow stays in your quiver.
I just wanted you to know that I...
You carried it because you... Giving it back. The arrow stays in your quiver. You were saying, I'm giving it back. The arrow stays in your quiver.
I just wanted you to know that I...
You carried it because you couldn't trust me.
What's this Lichdom rite actually like?
I must pass through the gates and meet the oldest forces in the necropolis. A final appraisal of my soul.
Hail the living! Emmerich Volkaren and his chosen witness, Rock, the challenger who has rebuked the cruel elven gods.
Collect yourselves for the right.
I'm afraid this is as far as you're permitted. If anything should perchance go wrong, what things we've already seen. Thank you for taking me on, Rook.
There's not another necromancer I'd rather have by my side.
Truly?
Truly. Good luck, Emmerich.
I am come to be judged by the dead. I see so much more clearly now. deeper eddies of the Fade, the pulse of the necropolis. I have been through blood and darkness, and I have emerged into light.
You look so happy, Emmerich.
I am gifted with an existence few have even dreamed of. All thanks to a friend who helped me find a clear and steady heart. Thank you for coming, everyone. Please, bear with me. This will be rather difficult to explain. I may appear the same as always, as I stand before you, but I've recently undergone a ritual that...
I thought you'd have a skull face. Like a skeleton.
It must be his glamour. It's really something, Professor. I can't sense you're a lich at all.
Harding?
Oh, no. Was becoming a lich a secret?
So, the lich stuff is true, and you crossed that line.
It's been a long day. If you already know about the lich stuff, maybe we should talk later.
Oh, Harding only told us some of it.
I'm really sorry, Emmerich.
I'm not angry. I'm only disappointed.
No. That's worse.
Just tell me you'll keep your skin on.
That's not how it...
I should take notes.
Look, why don't we just start from the beginning?
Are you satisfied? Yes, I have entered lichdom, and I am not an abomination, or a demon, or a disconsolate spirit. I have become something more. And yet I am still fully possessed of myself.
So you are a skeleton. Got it.
I wouldn't have helped Emmerich if I didn't trust him to...
Thank you, Rook. But please, allow me. I'd like to think some of us have become friends. I value that more than you might know. But I am changed, and I would never cause you distress by staying where I'm no longer welcomed.
You're no weirder than you were before.
You're still you, no matter what you look like.
You all... really?
I think you'll be fine.
Okay, now, question time.
Good, you're here.
What happened?
A note from Veilgaurd.
Ilario's making his move.
A big one. He's hosting all the talents of the crows at Katarina's villa.
Poor Viago. He hates big social gatherings.
Thea will be thrilled, though.
Oh, of course. Any excuse to break out her formal knives.
We have to do this carefully. Ilario has to be expecting us.
You think he knows that we know about him and Elgadon?
He wouldn't be avoiding us otherwise. Be ready for a trap.
I always am.
Rook, Efka and Antoine sent word. A warden's arrived at Lavendel with news. He might have a lead on Isaiah.
Then we've got to get to Lavendel.
Agreed. Thanks.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
I'm surprised you took the bedroll. I've seen her sleep on roots.
I don't sleep on roots. I sleep amidst the roots. If you do it right, it's like being cradled. A tree hug. Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
So, going outdoors is still fun for a lich.
Nature remains cloaked in all its glory, though the elements pose less of a worry.
Exactly. You're a skeleton under your magic. Why are you even bringing different clothes?
My dear Harding, a gentleman should always look presentable.
To who? The squirrels?
That should be to whom?
I'm going to stab you with an arrow.
Harding, does it really matter if Emmerich brings 8 books?
9, actually.
And Emmerich? So what if Harding is fine sleeping on dirt?
Not all the time. Okay, Rook. I know. This trip's supposed to be fun.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, are you gonna be a lich in the woods?
If it's not an inconvenience. Can we still have a campfire?
We have to have a campfire. And spooky stories.
Wonderful! I'll copy some passages from my diaries.
Good! Again!
There. It's a haunting.
I gave him a sun hat.
Lichdom suits Emry.
We got rid of a haunting in the Hossberg wetlands.
Welcome news.
It will stalk the innocent no longer.
A malignant spirit has attached itself to an inanimate object.
It has already taken lives.
Dispose of it before it strikes again. You've news?
Fair omens.
I have a question, Harding, if you don't mind my asking. As your de facto physician, have you and Rook had any more difficulties with touch?
The skin thing? It's been going good. I'm gaining more control every day.
Wonderful to hear.
And there's loads of ways around it anyway. With a little imagination.
You've put thought into that?
Rick. I'm not a child. I'm just short. You don't spend summers hanging around Ferelden Barns without learning some tricks.
How informative.
setting foot within the Black Emporium!
Is that a candle hop? Must be the haunting.
What tidings? Congratulations are in order. There are no more hauntings of this magnitude to be dealt with.
You have done well.
Allow us to present you with a final token of our appreciation. We've an unseen visitor.
They pass on.
Abundance.
Oh, Rook, you're here. Good. I had a question for my story.
Sure. What kind of question?
Oh, well, a personal one, I guess. Maybe not. Never mind.
Come on. I'm curious now.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna do this. So, I'm having fun. It's different, but neat. And the fighting bits are going well. So's the romance, mostly.
So, what did you want to ask then?
Oh, right. It's my hero. I've mostly got it figured out. Who they are, what they look like. But I can't figure out the why.
Why what?
Why they do it. Risk it all. Save the world. Well, you're a hero. I mean, a real one. So why are you doing all this?
The world's going to end if we don't stop it. And I don't see a whole lot of other people lining up to help.
I wish I could be like that. Facing danger, caution to the wind.
But that's pretty much exactly what you do. All the time.
Sure, because I have to. And I'm scared the whole time.
Everyone's scared sometimes. It's what you do with the fear that counts. Facing it, fighting through it. That's what a hero does.
I guess so. It's hard to think of it that way. We are going up against a god. Multiple gods, actually. That feels heroic. To me, at least. And we're saving the world.
We're gonna see this through. All the way.
I like that confidence. Anyways, I should get back to it. Writing. Thanks, Rook. That helped. A lot.
I made a fresh pot and... that's Rook's walk.
Yep, just me. You brought Nev coffee.
I brought an excuse. Spite thought I should talk to her. Well, not just Spite, but I'm only good with knives.
You made pie?
Gooseberry. You made it twice.
It was nothing.
Nothing. He blushed when I asked about the pie. It was cute.
I was not. You're not making me look good.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, you have the coffee, and you probably have a case or something, so...
I don't need pie, but you remembered my favorite. You find me at midnight just to talk. Maybe I like that. Maybe I like...
Really?
Right. I think you've got this.
You know I won't make your life easy. I don't make anything easy.
But you do make it better.
Well, don't use your charm all at once.
I have more than that. I hope.
No one's here?
They've gone to the villa without us. Come on.
Did Ilario even offer any bait? What's this party supposed to be for?
Diago's invitation said they would celebrate the new first talent and discuss the situation in Treviso. It doesn't matter what my cousin thinks he's doing. It ends now. We go in, find Katerina, and we'll have the perfect shot at Ilario.
So, we're paying a visit to your family home, then?
We are, but we're not exactly on the guest list.
So, sneaking into a mansion full of assassins. That's a new one.
We'll take the rooftops to the villa. Stay out of sight as long as possible. Trouble ahead. We move on your word. Kill them before they get more fierce.
We're under attack!
Just say when. This way.
And you can't just show up at the house.
There's no way Ilario will let me through the door. He fears us. Good. He should. Rook, you see that tower with the circular window?
That's where we're going?
It's the quickest way there.
How far is it to Ilario's party?
The opera is... It's... You know, across the grounds. In the guest house.
Why does such a big house need a second house?
For guests.
Just wait for the signal. We're under attack!
Somebody's dead. The Veilgaurd should be long gone. They hurt us. They will suffer.
Shouldn't the Venatori have left when Zara died?
I don't think they're here to see the sights.
Why do you know how to get around by rooftop, Lucanus?
The streets of Treviso get more dangerous by the day.
So, we're looking for Ilario. Now that you know everything.
He will suffer for what he's done. That's... Over there. That's Villa de la Morte. Once we're through the tower, we just need to reach the river.
It's Rook! Our god demands their heads. Kill them all, and make an offering to Lucius. He will not rob us of this alliance. Fight on for your cause!
going to end badly.
For him?
I can't believe the Venatori are still helping Ilario after he murdered Zara.
They don't give a damn about Ilario. It's Antiva they want.
There, we can take that gondola.
We go under the bridge.
We aren't going in through a sewer, are we?
No sewers in Treviso. The streets are barely above water as it is. There's a hidden escape route. That's our way.
Your house has a secret escape route, and Ilario didn't post a guard on it.
Ilario doesn't know it's here.
Why not?
Katerina didn't even tell me about it. I found it laying here alone as a boy.
What the?
Let them into the house. Now I'll have to get the whole thing clean.
How much trouble can one red
killer
for the glory of Kapita reborn?
That looked like it hurt. They were talking about an old woman.
Katerina.
Katerina must be a difficult prisoner.
Still in one piece. And here we are. Welcome to Villa della Morte.
No wonder Ilario wants to inherit.
Home? Smells like dust and linseed oil.
Don't say that when Katerina is in earshot.
So you lived here?
Ilario and I both did, until we were 18.
What about your parents?
Killed by a rival house. We would have ended up with Katerina anyway, to train.
See that? Bad guys.
Intruder! This is my house. Done. Where are the next? We're in the clear.
Hey!
They made themselves comfortable, but we'll get them out.
The family rooms are up ahead.
First her, and then we find what we seek.
Better be ready.
The door's been barred.
Caterina. Lucanis. My poor boy.
We'll escort you someplace safe before we go after Ilario.
You'll do no such thing. There's no time for heroic nonsense.
Heroic nonsense saved your grandson and is rescuing you now. I won't let Ilario do more damage.
Go. I'll meet you in the opera house.
I hope she can keep herself safe.
Welcome to House de la Muerte, Rook.
Do you have a plan to deal with Ilario? Lucanis?
I'm working on it. He is ours. He will not escape us. This is it. Get ready.
You have a plan now, right?
Knives are involved.
Caterina's death was a tragedy. But to get Lucanis back from the dead, only to lose him to a demon. For me, it is a deep, personal loss. And so, I take the mantle of First Talon with a heavy heart. But the crows could rise from the ashes. With our new allies, the Venatori, we could reclaim Antiva over my dead body. That can be arranged. Cannot overpower us both. Now you fall. Venatori, do we honor your alliance? Now, the demon of finance is here. You should have stayed dead, Alice. All of this is on your head. You started this. I meant it. Why couldn't you have just died when you were supposed to? Next time. This isn't over. Look at you.
That was a good whack.
What are you waiting for, cousin? Finish what you start. I already did. What am I ever going to do that is worse than this? On your knees, in front of every house. Get up, Ilario.
Caterina, thank the Maker.
No one from House de la Muerte kneels. Mierda. What am I supposed to do with this idiot?
He tried to kill you and got you imprisoned. And kidnapped the first Talon. And made a deal with the Venatori.
Too much to forgive. But he's still all I've got. Viago, lock him up.
You think you can put me away? That is not your decision, is it? Caterina is still first Talon.
Enough, Hilario. Lucanes is first Talon now. His decision stands.
You're lucky he didn't cut your throat.
Welcome home, my boy.
A toast to the new first Talon.
To Lucanis!
Shall we make a discreet exit?
I'm ready, but are you sure? They're celebrating you.
I have other plans for the evening.
Really? You came all the way back here for coffee? The stuff in your villa wasn't good enough?
It's better if I make it myself. And I wanted some quiet.
So, first Talon of the Crows, huh? Does that mean you'll be leaving us?
No. We have a contract. Besides, she may have stepped down, but there's no stopping Katerina from giving all the orders. I still cannot believe she did that.
Are you holding up okay? After, you know, Ilario and your grandmother and everything.
I wouldn't call it okay, exactly. Fucking Ilario.
Do you regret locking him up?
No. After everything he's done, the other houses probably want him dead. And Katerina, she may want him alive, but he'll probably wish otherwise. Meanwhile, he's too valuable to lose. He knows too much about Elgernon, the Benatori. Whatever he can tell us about our target, I'll take it.
I was surprised you spared him at all, really.
So was I. But I don't have a lot to lose. What there is, Ilario, Katerina, Nev. This team. I'm not giving that up.
We'll practice for next.
Lucas Kryson, one of our own. He left on his calling months ago, then stumbled back in last night.
That can't be good.
No, I don't imagine it is. The calling is usually the end for wardens.
Except the Gloomhowler. Warden Kryson, can you talk? What happened?
The dead aren't dead.
Who isn't?
The Deep Roads. The elf wants vengeance. She's planning a crusade.
Isaiah. A crusade against who?
Grey Wardens. All of us.
She's welcome to come up here and try.
Soon. She's gathering her forces. Griffins are there. Not much time.
Lucas.
Antoine, I need to know where he came out of the Deep Roads. It's time we flush the sewers. This is it, where Warden Kryson came back from his calling. Easy, boy.
He sends his Darkspawn?
That, and the Griffins. This is your time, boy. You're ready for this. Hunt. Don't go getting a big head.
Why would the Gloomhowler?
Isaiah.
Right. So, why would Isaiah bring the other Griffins to the Deep Roads?
She was a Grey Warden. Last anyone heard, she disappeared down here.
After using blood magic on her own Griffins.
And she's still at it. The Archdemon blood she took from the cauldron? That's the end of Hassan's family if we don't stop her.
What's your name, Warden?
What is this place?
Sanctuary.
It reeks of Darkspawn and Blight.
Embrace it, and it will embrace you. The calling is not the end for Grey Wardens. You're no warden. You're not allowed.
My friend here's a warden. I'm sure he's up for it.
So's my sword.
Show him what it can do.
It didn't have to be this way.
Only true believers shall pass.
You're a warden. Keep your oath.
Wise out shall never fall.
What are you talking about?
Our blades defend the world.
Other wardens.
What has Isaiah done to them?
I don't know, but the Blight's taken hold. Hassan, you okay? Good. You're doing fine.
Where are we anyway? Doesn't look like the deep roads I know.
They're building something down here. It's almost like... Nah.
Like what?
A corrupted version of Weisshound.
Darkspawn at the bridge!
Dawn, let him have it!
Darkspawn!
And wardens.
Fighting together? What's wrong? Fire with the fiends of darkness? Snap out of this, wardens. You say it's evil. You're following a monster.
Keep a monster.
Reminds me of Weishaupt. It's like they're trying to rebuild the fortress.
Even blinded, they were still great wardens once. Old memories linger. Echoes of them anyway. Twisted by his sail.
First warden.
Rook, I'm never to be rid of you.
Right back at you.
You'll pay soon enough.
How did you wind up here?
Gillenane did her worst. Then she found me.
The Gloom Howler? Isaiah?
Nothing will stop me. We'll defend Weishaupt to the death.
Weishaupt? You mean this place?
It stood for centuries. None will breach its defenses.
You're not in Weishaupt. This is some weird memory of it.
The memory of our victory will live on for years to come. Send reinforcements to the North Wall. Rally on my signal.
What are you talking about?
The Griffins will repel these invaders.
Where are they? What did you do with them?
Stop questioning my orders, Warden! 50 lashes for insubordination!
He's just like the others. He's too far gone.
What do we do?
Set him free. Even he deserves some mercy.
They're lost. Aren't they? There's no saving them. We can only free them.
They managed to rebuild the war room. I remember this from Weishaupt.
Isaiah's raised her army. Now the... Hassan! Where are you, boy? We'll find you! They built Weishaupt's dungeon down here.
That's commitment.
Sleeping at all. Now they're housing a darkspawn army. I know. I missed you too, boy. Promise I won't disappear like that again. No, I didn't bring any gingerwort truffles.
Hassan! Your brothers and sisters are waiting!
Don't listen to her, son.
That's right. We're not letting her win. Your turn.
Join us, Assad. Return home to your family.
You can't have him!
I can. But you'll watch on the old gods. These griffins will be born again.
The ritual! She's gonna blight all the griffins!
We have to get in there.
I don't see the griffins.
They're up at the top. Pass all this blight.
We called those blighted wardens!
I see them. Keep attacking the boils. Kill Asaya.
The tyranny of orders has come to its end.
Finish it.
These griffins will be your symbol. The Grey Warden will never hurt them again. The griffins have a new
Wardens, we don't have to fight. Asaya's the real enemy.
Defend Weishout.
This isn't Weishout.
The griffins.
Don't worry. We'll get you out.
Grey Wardens! Destroy those who will destroy your cause!
Hassan, strike! Touch him and you die!
I'm giving him his freedom
How? By killing him?
by releasing him.
We know who you are. Isaiah. The Grey Warden who lost her way. You blighted the Griffins. You doomed them.
The Wardens doomed them by their own decree. I saved them. The eggs. These are the future. With blight in their veins, the Griffins will be immortal. the Wardens will never harm them again. I will be their shield against the pain.
They call you Gloomhowler. Does that sound like a savior to you?
You were a Grey Warden. Act like one. Be the light in the darkness. Die, here and now.
The darkness offers protection. So it must be.
A song, like an arrow! Who's ready to go home?
The Feather Brigade looks happy.
And I'd like to keep it that way. Just not sure how.
What do you have in mind?
I was thinking I'd ask my good friend Rook for advice. I'm too close to this. Too attached.
Davrin, they're hungry and staring at me. That one's salivating.
Let's do this. I asked you all here to make a decision. These griffins need a home, a purpose, a future. Evka, tradition would say they return home with the Grey Wardens, continue their lineage as warriors fighting the darkness.
We're already preparing the Eyrie for them. This time, we vow they'll be treated with honor and respect.
But I've also seen another side to them. A protective side. It's only fair to consider a new path. Eldrin?
Arlathan Forest needs a guardian. Sentinels to fight the marauders, the poachers, the rot. I'd be happy to train them.
And now the tough part. I trust all of you. I don't trust myself, my judgment. I'm too close to them. But I do trust Rook. He risked his life for these griffins. Whatever he feels is best, I'll agree to.
Really? You sure?
No doubt.
With so many things in our world changing, I think now is the time for griffins to try something new. They've served the Wardens well, which is why I know they'll do the same for Arlathan Forest. I've seen a different side to them. The shepherd, protecting creatures in our world who are often forgotten. The griffins' new home should be among the trees.
Well said.
The forest and everything that lives there thanks you.
Son. I love you, boy. I don't want to lose you. They're your family. I understand if you want to go with them. It's up to you. Bye, boy. Welcome home. How about thanking Rook for all the help?
Come here. Wait, what's that you say? I can ride you all over Thedas when you're big enough?
Hey, now.
That's what he said, I swear.
Yeah? How about we discuss it over some gingerwort tea?
Strength earns mastery.
Maybe tomorrow. Swimming? Don't push your luck. You're still learning how to fly.
You two have come a long way since we met.
Yeah, and he's still just a cub.
Wait till he's a teenager.
It's all about emotion with his son. What makes him happy, what makes him sad, or afraid. He's pure that way. No hiding anything. He likes you, you know it. He doesn't like you, he won't hold back.
What about me?
He's taken a shine.
Yeah?
Listen, I wanted to thank you. Without your help, the Griffins would have gone extinct all over again. You stepped up. They have a home because of you.
Eldrin and the Dalish will take good care of them. It's the best choice for the Griffins. And I bet Hassan's brothers and sisters will agree.
He says as long as there are clear skies to roam, warm sun to nap, and bellyfuls of food, they'll be happy.
The Griffin's word is good enough for me.
Till Tosh teaches him how to swear.
That might actually be fun. See you around.
This smells amazing. Does all coffee smell like this? Or just the stuff you make?
Coffee has a distinct aroma, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry. It was really rare where I grew up. And expensive.
Try everything once, that's what I say.
I want to, but sometimes I just like having what I like.
Nothing wrong with that. So, Harding, what do you think?
It's... delicious.
You don't have to pretend to like it.
I mean, it's good. It's nice and warm.
Rook's right. You don't have to pretend. I won't be upset if you don't like coffee.
He really wouldn't.
I know, but sorry. It's just this thing I do sometimes.
Acting so people will like you?
It sounds terrible when you say it like that. I know I don't need to do it. I just do.
Well, everyone you know seems to like you, so you're good.
Good job, Lace.
You must have been pretty tiny as a child.
Where'd that come from?
A tiny dwarven girl in a land of large human farmers.
Oh, yeah. I probably learned pretty quick that things worked out better if people liked me. If they agreed with me, or I agreed with them.
Some people like cream or sugar in their coffee.
Maybe coffee just isn't my thing.
Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
I'll have to take your word for that.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
Yeah, you were.
A mistake I shall endeavor not to repeat. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. You work together with a camaraderie it took me centuries to build in my rebellion.
So what do we do next?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay. We always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this, or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elganon or his archdemon.
The Crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And food. About half our remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the Crows, Lycanis?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Viago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up. And be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.